Welcome all. So, with this, we are starting the course about UAV. It's unmanned aerial vehicle. So, today we are going to study about the UAV's overview and history. So, basically, we are also calling this technology as an autonomous system. If you talk about any technology, so technology is helping us to go for autonomous system to make it autonomous. Okay. So now you can see there are multiple names are exist in the market of UAV. The most common are drone. So drone is a like you can say a very famous name for this UAV, but actually the scientists or the UAV developers or the core researcher of UAV don't like this word drone. But in the market you will see the drone is more famous than UAV. Okay. So you can see there is one name is unmanned aerial vehicle UAV that we told you in the starting of the lecture. Third one is unmanned aerial system. It's about UAS. Next, remotely pilot vehicle, remotely pilot aircraft, remote sensor platform, unmanned aircraft, robot planes, pilotless aircraft, and SUAS, basically small unmanned aerial system. Market multiple names are exist, so everyone have designed the name or everyone have given the name to basically a flying device according to their application. If it is a smaller one, then they are saying it's a small US. So basically it's a pilotless. Basically it's a kind of robot because it's a heavy machine and it's have a moving mechanism. So you can also can say that robot. This device it can be controlled by the sensors. Okay, and like it can be controlled by remote, so you can say remotely piloted vehicle. So according to a requirement people have given multiple name to the multiple to the same drone. Okay, so now we are coming to a term that's called drone. So you can see there is one photo that is NASA Mars exploration rover. So generally this kind of robot is also called a drone, but actually what we are listening in the nearby scenario, a flying vehicle or a UAV is called drone, but the scientists also call this vehicle as a drone. Okay, so definition of drone is an inexact term which can refer any unmanned vehicle, which can say any unmanned vehicle. We are not saying unmanned aerial vehicle. So we are simply saying any unmanned vehicle, we can say it drone. Okay. Either you can say your two-wheel robot, four-wheel robot, what we are calling through with the help of remote control or sensors, that we can also say drone. So first of all, this terminology should be clear. We can like this kind of robot can also be called a drone. Regardless of its operating environment, drone might operate on land, on sea, or on air. So what we are knowing till now, the drone only for aerial vehicle. No, it could be anything. But the property is it is only unmanned vehicle. Okay. So for this purpose, robot and remote control vehicle are occasionally referred as a drone. Okay. So, for example, a ground-based robot, what we are showing in the picture, NASA Mars Exploration Rover, it's also called as a drone. It's basically remotely operated off-earth wheel vehicle. Okay, so like there are multiple are there. Other specialized drone operate exclusively underwater also, like a submarine. Submarine basically controlled by the some naval officer. But if any vehicle is there who is which one is going underwater without a person. So we can say it's a kind of drone again. Okay, so next now we are coming to main terminology is called UAV. So what do you know by UAV? What is the full form of UAV? So it's simple unmanned aerial vehicle. Okay, so I hope you know you clear the terminology. Unmanned means there is no person inside the vehicle. There is no person inside the vehicle. Second is aerial. Aerial means in air. And third is vehicle. It's a kind of vehicle which operate on maybe battery, like some kind of wheels are there, some kind of motors are there, maybe for flying, maybe for running on roads. Okay, so basically it's a combination of three words. Unmanned means without man, aerial on air, okay, and vehicle. It's a kind of robot, so you can say it's a kind of vehicle. This is the full form, unmanned aerial vehicle. So you can see the example of there. So you can see the first one is eight wheel robot. So basic, sorry, eight fan, eight propeller robot, eight motor robot. So basically it's octocopter, it's a quadcopter, and it's normal plane. So this also kind of a UAV. So UAV has multiple category. We are coming in the coming lecture. We will explain you what are the category of UAVs. So basically the unmanned aerial vehicle is an aircraft remotely operated by pilot, remotely operated by pilot at a ground control station. So it's called GCS. If any ground control station is controlling, then we can say it is a remotely piloted aircraft or UAV. It may be also pre-programmed or fly autonomously. Like you can see, like we want to program some kind of mission, like this parcel you will catch with this drone, and you will just drop it at some particular location. So there is no requirement to manually control the drone or manually control the UAV. They can directly uh, launch from particular location. They can go to the location with the help of GPS and other sensors. They can just drop the packet at desired location and they can come back. So both kind of purposes are defined. So you can say this is manually and this is autonomous. So both kind of UAVs are existing in the market. So according to application, you can decide which one is required for your project. Okay, so the maximum flight duration of UAV varies widely. So basically, according to weight, according to configuration, according to motors, according to structure, all these will differentiate what is the flying time of a UAV. So that generally what we are saying it's like going 15 minutes to 30 minutes in our nearby drones. Yeah, you can see there are multiple category of drones also coming, and some are with cable also coming. With proper cable, they are giving power for longer time. But generally, what we are seeing in our scenario that giving you the time span of 15 to 20, 30 minutes. Okay, so the military has been at forefront of UAV development and application and use it extensively in support of combat operations around the world. So, like previous scenario when the UAV has generated or like innovated, so that was the main reason of in the combat operation. But now scenario has changed. Now it is used in civilian applications. There are multiple applications of civilian with this UAVs. Okay, so many nations continues to invest in UV research and development, leading to further advance and capabilities. So you can see like from last 2 decades they are continuously spending money for further enhancing the capability of this UAV. So basically what you can say, what is the enhancement requirement? So you can say like precision is required. Okay, second you can say battery life will increase. Like basically battery capacity, we can say we can keep it same, but we need to fly for higher time. So how can we do it? So we can just reduce the weight of the drone. So all these things will come inside the UAV for enhancing the capability and make it advanced for the future applications. Next, one more term is there. It's called UAS. It's a kind of again UAV, but you can say the combining all the components, not only vehicle. So it's a kind of complete system, unmanned aerial system. So you can see in the picture. So basically, right now I'm just showing two part. One is vehicle, this drone, and second is basically a remote controller. Okay, so these two combinations is calling a UAS. So you can say the combination of UAV and GCS and communication and dashboard, all these things will come inside the UAS, unmanned aircraft system. Okay, the term a UAS to reflect the entire operating system, which include all elements such as the air vehicle and ground control station. That term is came in 2005. Okay, so unmanned aerial system is the unmanned aircraft and associated support equipment, control station, data link, telemetry communication, navigation equipment that is necessary to operate the unmanned aircraft. So basically it's a complete system that require to fly a drone. It could be control station like our remote controller, it could be data link, it could be telemetry communication to transfer the data feed from the UAV to the remote controller, live feed, okay, or maybe navigation equipment. Anything which is required for your application, or you can say complete system, is called UAS. It's very simple, just they have given you new name. UAV basically is telling about a vehicle, only vehicle, but UAS is a complete system. So for example, DoD defined UAS as a system whose component include the necessary equipment, network and personnel to control an unmanned aircraft. Okay, it's very simple, like what is UAS, and I hope difference is clear with UAS and UAV. UAS is a complete system and UAV is a only drone, only vehicle. So now next, why unmanned vehicle? What is the requirement for unmanned vehicle when we already have nice, like you can say, good capability aeroplanes, helicopters, we have bigger one, we have smaller one. So why we are going for unmanned? So I think mostly no. So basically we want to use this kind of system for such application in which there could be a risk of human life. So in any case we don't want to lose any human life. So that is the main use of unmanned aerial vehicle. So what could be the application? Application could be in like surveillance. So where could be surveillance? Like in the border area or enemy area or maybe in flood. There could be multiple purposes are there. We will give you complete lecture on that. So in the coming lecture we'll tell you what are the application where the unmanned aerial vehicles are required. So you can say, so why unmanned aerial vehicles are required? So there are multiple parameters there. One is portability. Second is cost. Cost will reduce, ease of use, and the last thing, the main factor is human. We don't want to lose a human during the scenario. Suppose a vehicle is going in the border area to surveillance a plane is going to surveillance the border area. At the same time the enemy attack the plane. So plane will crash with our pilot. So it's simply if we want to monitor the particular area and we want to get the live feed, then what is the requirement of human? Why can't we just send a programmed UAV, a programmed plane that can just go at particular area and they can just continuously transmit the live data. So if in any case, if a plane got crash, so we can simply reduce the loss of human. That is the main major reason why unmanned vehicle. Okay, now we can just see the UAV history in a brief. Okay, so this is the first scenario when you can see. So basically, like they have used a balloon structure. They have used some kind of air balloon structure for attacking to enemy. So this is the you can say main idea of UAV when the people got why we can't make a vehicle which can help us to drop the bombs at enemy site. Okay, this is the you can see major one is there. So I can just tell you it's called Australian balloon. So on August 22, 1849, Australian attack Venice city, Italy by unmanned balloon. They are saying it unmanned balloon. Okay, so they are filling this unmanned balloon with lots of explosive, so they can just fly in the air and they can drop in the boundary of enemy. Like in this case, it is Venice city. This is the first idea when people go about UAV. So there are multiple ideas coming the after time. So you can next you can see the Battle of New Chapel. So in 1950, British military used aerial imagery to capture more than 1,500 sky view map of the German trench fortification in the region. So basically, they want to see what are the pattern of the army of the enemy. So they have used this kind of uh, plane structure or UAV to know the better plan of the enemy. Okay. Then next one is very famous one is there the catering bug. So this was the first unmanned air vehicle torpedo developed after World War One in 1960. So this is they are saying this is torpedo structure is there. This torpedo is designed first of all after World War One. So similar kind of multiple development are coming in the market as time passes. So basically, first is aerial torpedo, then radio plane, battlefield UAVs, pioneer UAVs program, then reconnaissance UAV program, 1919, then micro UAV, in 2000 Predator, then 2014 you can see delivery. For delivery, people are trying. Like you have seen the example of Amazon. Amazon like thinking to start the delivery of parcel or maybe like not thinking. I'm just telling the scenario of India. In the outside, they are already started delivering the products with the help of drone. So this is a basically you can say evaluation of UAVs, how it is uh, enhancing the capability. Okay, in the starting you can say they just use for capturing the pictures. After that, now you can see that scenario in change. Now they're using in civilian purposes. Now they're using for military purposes. They are like for delivering parcel, delivering bombs and attacks. I hope you just heard about one attack on oil industry by the drone. So there are multiple examples are there. So people are using for good also, for bad also. So there are multiple designers there. You can see it's a plane structure that need launcher to launch the uh, UAV. Okay, this you can see the smallest drone. People are designing it so for different purposes. Like for you can say basically surveillance. They can put small camera to capture the all the incidents and all the scenarios with this small drone. And you can see this is the like Predator what US Army has designed this called plane. Okay, and this is the Amazon Prime for like you can say for delivering the parcel. So multiple purposes are there. So like you can see from 1932 to 2040 to reach this to this, it take around 80 years, 85 years. Okay. So next you can see just when I'm just going to tell you what is the purpose of like how this evolution is came. So basically, increment or improvement in the technology is basically the main point of improvement in US or UAV. Okay, so you can see our computing is improved. In starting, we need bigger hardwares for small computation. Now you can see our time is increasing. So with the help of small hardware, we can do large computation. So we don't need bigger circuits. Now our navigation system is improved. We have multiple satellites already we have deployed in the orbits. So they are giving us accurate result for the location. Now we have a good quality of sensors, and you can say we have a small set of structures like miniaturization, information transmission, public expectation. So improvement in all the technologies, whatever required for the US, so that lead to evolution in US or UAV. Will come in the more clear picture how this like evolution is coming, so then we can clear more. So this lecture is about like small one, what is the history and what is the overview of UAV. So this is the information of my pages and for social media. If you like this video, then please connect on social media. Thank you very much.